For a long period of time, the MBA was considered the holy grail of degrees. The Bud Foxes and Patrick Batemans of the world would go on to get high prestigious jobs in Fortune 500 companies, and corporate America boardrooms were filled with Ivy League MBAs. But this trend is slightly shifting. MBA applications were down 5.9% last year, and according to Forbes, 10 to 20% of the top 100 MBA programs will close in the next few years. According to The Economist, MBA applications are down 5 years in a row. MBA committees for various schools are now going back to the drawing board. In today's video, we'll discuss a number of reasons as to why MBAs are in decline. Number 1, tech and data. With the Internet of Things and the data-driven world we live in today, business jobs and tech jobs are somewhat amalgamating. With increasing demand for tech skills, even in the business world, MBAs are becoming somewhat obsolete. Things like Python, SQL, and other data analytics are not necessarily taught, even though those skills are much sought after. Competition and education. We are seeing more and more people gravitate towards non-traditional educational platforms. Because the world is changing in a more accelerated manner, the requirement for certain skills and for companies to revamp themselves, and therefore employees to revamp themselves, is growing. And therefore there is a demand for picking up certain skills, or simply taking a course, without the big commitment required of going back to school. You are seeing programs such as Udemy as an example of this. Number 3 is immigration. It's no secret that with the current political climate, the US is considered or perceived to be a little more hostile on immigrants. And because immigrants and international students are a big chunk of MBA applicants, their decline, they are a big reason as to why MBAs are declining. And lastly, cost. Compared to a decade ago, MBAs are twice as costly. This massive increase in cost doesn't necessarily bring you the same value at the same time. MBAs these days are costing 80, 90, and even 100 grand. And therefore that possesses a substantial opportunity cost dilemma. There are a lot of things you can do with that money rather than an MBA. As I said earlier, there are a lot of educational platforms that can provide you with valuable skills. But then there are things outside of education that can also further enhance your life. Some schools are already starting to reinvent the wheel. MBAs going completely online and costing a fraction of what they normally would. You could expect this trend to continue and the traditional MBA as what we once knew it to be transfer over to something very different. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a like, comment, subscribe if you like the content, and we'll see you next time.